I don't know what I would have done differently next time I go into a maze round. Why is my screen getting filled with blood right now? Now that's something I need to ask. What is happening right now? This is not, I don't remember this. Hey everybody, and welcome to another Roblox adventure. Today we are back with the floor is lava. However, this time it is the floor is lava 2.0. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're in 3 seconds time here. Gonna be going into the floor is lava 2, which I'm really excited because the first one was kind of bad. Not gonna lie, it's kind of trash. It's not the best game mode in all honesty. The maps aren't very well made, but this time hopefully just maybe it'll be improved upon enough that it is actually kind of okay, but we'll see, because for all we know, maybe this is just a reposted game mode that actually doesn't end up being that well. But the whole point of this, the whole goal, is to make sure that we are able to find the best version of this game mode, right? Am I right? Because so far, if I have to be completely honest, the best version of the floor is lava is actually just survive the mega wave. Because so far right now, say for example right here, what we're playing is that it's not even, there's no consequences of being up this high. Like you're not taking any risk by being that high, because it's like there's absolutely nothing the lava can do to affect your level of danger. You're on the top of the hill, and if you're there, then you're fine. The whole reason the floor is lava needs a 2.0 is so that the maps are reworked and that there's more to it. Whereas just by doing, like, this looks so similar to the first one, and then the maps as well are so just the same. It almost makes me wonder if this game mode is just straight up reposted. It's not even doing anything to the items. If I'm being completely real here, it's actually just going right on through. We don't even have to worry about falling down. It's like it's literally, there's nothing to the game mode. I just stand here and then that's it. I'm good. As long as you know where to stand, and it's really obvious because you just stand somewhere that's higher up than other places, you're gonna be okay. Is this telling me that the floor is lava 2 is a reposted game mode that actually hasn't been improved upon at all, and that it's still the same very bland game mode with no challenge or skill required? Let me get this straight. Why don't we go over here? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you on this adventure with me. So this right here is the floor is lava 2, which is by Let's Play Studio. However, if we go to the top games right now, if we go to the top games and go to the floor is lava, is by Forever Perfection. Is this a duped game mode? Is this game mode allowed to be replicated? If we jump back into the actual floor is lava game mode, we can see that indeed this one so far is actually just floor is lava 1, but maybe with some improved lighting and then maybe some improved GUI. But otherwise, the actual core game mode itself, if anything, is even more bland because the items aren't falling apart, which adds at least something to the game. I want to explore this more. I want to see if there is more to this game mode than the actual first original version, because if they simply took the game mode for what it is and didn't add anything interesting about it, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. Okay, hold on. So I want to try making it over there. I have a pretty good feeling the lava's gonna, yep, there you go. If you don't make it to the high ground fast enough, then you just die. Whereas if you do make it to the fast ground, then you just sit on the fast ground until the round is over, because that's just all the game mode is there's nothing about this. Hold on, let me go back to the actual thing here. So this is the original floor is lava. They even had to put in the title here original, because people are now duping the game mode. They are just making the exact same thing. So now this person has to actually clarify that this is the original one. That is very I don't know how to put it, depressing. That's just what it has come to on Roblox, is that if you want to play the floor is lava, you have to not only find the original, but then even even the original one doesn't have enough map variation for it to be remotely interesting. Now, like, I was hoping coming into the second version here, there would be some sort of twist added to it, but so far it's saying flood in 7 seconds, but it's like, it shouldn't even be a flood. It's the floor is lava. It should be like the lava's coming in. I don't know. See, look, here you go. You grab the high ground, and now there's absolutely nothing for us to worry about. Like, maybe the lava will come even higher than that. Maybe we just wait here for a sec. The lava will come higher. Just give it a second. The lava's going to come to about there where my cursor is. Maybe even not. Maybe it doesn't even come higher than that. So it's like, what is this game mode? Why do people play this? Well, like, what's the point of playing this game mode if literally all you're doing is you go into the map and then you jump on something that is kind of high, and then you just let things happen? Like, there's no game to this. This isn't actually a game, guys. The Floor is Lava 2 is, they took the Floor is Lava 1 and literally just made it worse. They took the one thing that needed to be improved upon and actually made it less interesting. It blows my mind that for some reason this is accepted and successful in Roblox. This is a highly played game. I found this game because it is amongst the top played in the popular section right now. This is how I discovered the game mode, and people are playing this. People are playing a game that is literally just a repost of another game, except made worse. Yes, there's lighting improvements, and like, I guess the GUI looks better, like the actual buttons that you're pressing, but the actual core gameplay itself is complete trash. This is garbage. I don't want to play this anymore. If we're gonna be playing The Floor is Lava, I want to play the original so that I'm doing something, you know, like literally anything, because otherwise in The Floor is Lava's current state, it's just borderline playable. Because like you get to, say for example here, what do? If you're at the bottom of this maze, you are going to die very, very quickly. If there's a way to get to the top of the maze, that's great, but obviously there's no way except for the people who spawned on top of the maze. There was no game there. There was nothing interesting there that happened that made you think, okay, yeah, that's an actual, like, my bad for not getting to the top of the maze. It's like, no, I don't know what I would have done differently next time I go into a maze round. Why is my screen getting filled with blood right now? Now that's something I need to ask. What is happening right now? This is not, I don't remember this. Is this supposed to be lava or blood? I don't know. I don't know why it's on my screen right now. Now my guy's actually covered. Look at that. Why is my guy covered in blood? Is this... Oh, it's a paintball gun. I see. Okay, that is actually paint, guys. It's not blood. I was mistaken. It's actually just paint. And now we can play the game normally. Well, somewhat normally, unless the guy keeps putting paint on my screen. I'm gonna try to jump up here before the lava comes. But now look, I'm up here. The lava has come, and there is absolutely nothing I need to do now. I can just stand here and I'll be okay, except for the small chance that this topples over, then I might be in a pickle. But it doesn't seem to be doing that. And then in the other game mode, these things don't even topple. You notice how over there, at least the walls toppled a little bit? Say I was standing on that wall and then it fell over, that would be some sort of twist. I need to actually jump somewhere else or do something. But it's like these maps are just so bad. I just can't. Why is this so popular right now? Enough to make a Floor is Lava 2, and then you play it and it's just terrible, and people still play it. There's so many better game modes out there that are such a similar concept, but for some reason these are the ones getting played. And it frustrates me. And like, look, we spawned in the middle of this box. What am I supposed to do right now? No amount of skill will get me out of this situation. The lava's gonna come, we're trapped inside of the box, and we die. If I were put in that exact same situation a second time, there is nothing I would have done differently because I was just trapped in the box, and then the lava comes, and I'm dead. That is The Floor is Lava, ladies and gentlemen. One of the worst popular game modes available on Roblox right now. Why do people play this? It just needs slight improvements, just a little bit, and it'll be way better. It just needs better maps. That map, like, what was with that? What was the developer thinking when they made that map with having an area where you're trapped inside and there's nothing you can do unless you bought a spring? Unless you bought a spring for Robux that allowed you to jump out of that. All that does is it's a pay-to-win system where they create a very generic, easy-to-play game mode, and then they sell pay-to-win items, and then it goes huge on the Roblox store. That's all this is. This is all the Roblox market is turning into. And then the actual other games, the reposts, like this right now is interesting because the entire building's just crumbled. That was pretty cool. I wish more maps were like that. But in the repost, the maps don't even tumble like that. They just stay still. You literally climb the ladder. You only have to climb a certain amount, and then you're good. Just to clarify with you guys, why don't we hop into the other game mode? Why don't we go to the floor is lava 2? Okay, I know you guys are just holding you're looking at a black screen right now. But here you go. We're going to, hold on, actually, I just discovered something. Ladies and gentlemen. The floor is lava. I looked up the floor is lava 2, and this is what I got right here, which is like this right here. So the actual, the thumbnail to the game mode, because this is the one right here that everyone is playing. And then if you look up the floor is lava, look at that. You get this right here. You got me, you got my character sitting on a bed, and it's probably going to be the exact same game mode. And then there is this one right here, the floor is lava 2, which is the same reposted game mode. And then right here you got another one. It says new, the floor is lava. Look at that. What are all these reposts? The floor is slime. That's a new one right there. Probably a very similar game mode. If we go to this one here that has my character on the thumbnail of the game, let's hop into the game and see just exactly what this is offering. So far from what it looks like is we are in I mean, pretty decent looking lobby, not gonna lie. However though, seems to be very generic, everything else generic GUI. We're thrown into a maze. And in this maze, my main goal is to try to get some elevation, because if I stay on the ground, I'm going to get killed by lava. So if there's any way to get up, there isn't. There is literally no way of getting up. I join the game and I get killed by lava, and that's just the game. That is what's so popular right now, is you go into a game and then you just get killed, and that is what people are playing. That is what is doing so well on Roblox right now, to the point where people need to repost the game mode. How ridiculous is that? How does the one person that survived in that round was probably someone who spent Robux on the gravity coil? It's like they paid to win. That's all it is. You get points by playing the game, and then you can buy in-game items to actually win against rounds, meaning that it's not actually a game until you either pay money or you play the game enough, getting it enough traction and attention to the point where you can actually win at the games. Otherwise, you fall into there it is. It's the exact same maps. There's the library, the one we played in the previous one, and there's no easy way of getting up quick unless, for example, that girl right there, she has the gravity coil, and that's how she's getting up so high. She's just using it to, and then look, that's M Galetta. We'll see now in 15 seconds who is the survivor of this round. Is it going to be anyone who didn't have the gravity coil, or is it going to be the girl that did have the gravity coil? So far, it looks like a bunch of people are spawning, and they all seem to not have any sort of items. And now, M Galetta is the only person that survived. You can see right there in the middle of the screen, the only person that survived is the one that had an item that gave them an advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot explain more harshly just how complete trash this game mode is, and I can't explain even in more words how much I encourage you not to play it because of just how terrible, how much of a hindrance it has on Roblox's main idea of empowering imagination. This is not imagination. What makes Roblox so great is taking the imagination of a talented being and then creating something with it. And this game mode is just reposted garbage that's main goal is to get as much money as possible and thus directly negatively affecting the actual community of its good, well-made games. Please, guys, if you are watching this, I am begging you, do not play The Floor is Lava. It's just garbage. It's complete, utter filth.